Hello. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Alright, let me catch up on chat here. Hey, good to see you been playing Pogo. I'm sure at this point now we have been too. One of the reasons we haven't been streaming. But not a bad thing. Still having fun. Oh, jeez. Hope your bruised rib get better, Kama. Alright. Since I didn't really title it super well, basically, this PC I built off stream, and I am just doing all the software to finish it up. And then this PC is customer just dropped this one off. He might be in stream at some point. I mentioned I might do a stream. I have to gut this one and then put all these new parts in it. So yeah, so that's what we're doing today. What's funny is let's two customers builds. Look at these. Look, both of these builds. One's a TI, one's a non-TI, but like both of the builds are getting a Asus Prime 5070. Y'all need a good deal on a water cooler. This one's stupid cheap right now. It's like 80-90% off or something like that. It's really nice too, and it matches the whole theme. The colors aren't synced yet because the software is not downloaded. That is what I'm working on right now. We don't want garbage Norton or random softwares. We're gonna uncheck everything and only check what we need. Control center, RGB fusion. Garbage. Drivers, yes. Drivers, all the drivers. We'll take all those. Don't need software. Okay. Gigabyte Control Center is doing its stuff. Let's do Windows updates, get those installed. And then let's also get the Razer software on here. Yep, I'll get right to that second, dude. The Razer software should have downloaded by now. It said it was going to in the background. Maybe if I unplug and plug back in the USB on the water cooler, it'll re-recognize it. And then it'll probably pop back up and ask me to install it again. Probably. No guarantees. I'll probably have to look it up. There's a gnat in here because the door's open. Get cheap RAM? Depends. Probably no. I just had a stock of RAM. If you've seen on my TikTok, I made like a little, and I think my YouTube as well, I made a little joke video about like how much RAM I had. Because it's a fair bit. So I'm trying to go sparingly with what I have for the time being. But like, I'm trying to weather the storm. But I have this much at the moment. It's a fair bit. But we've got DDR3, 4, and 5 in here, though. This is most... Where is it at? This stuff on the left. That's all 3. That's all 4. This is 4. There's some DDR3 here, some DDR3 here, and this is all DDR5. Got some more DDR5. Yeah. Oh, yeah, these suck nice out right now. Oh, yeah, it's worth to get a random, like, moth occasionally for the nice weather, man. It feels great. You just turn off the AC and just breeze is perfect. It's like, what, 60s right now? Yeah, 60s. It did not bring up the Razer software, so I am going to have to download it. Let's download Chrome real quick. Let's get Chrome on here. As soon as I'm done with the update stuff, I'm going to go ahead and start a stress test and scoot this over some more. And then we're going to start tearing this PC apart. I'll probably Yeah, I'll just scoot this as far over as I can get it out of my way. I'll work from over here at the time being. Alright, don't sign in, set as default. Full screen. Oh, that thing I do with the ad thing, I think they auto set that to turn off now because it doesn't pop up anymore asking me. Okay, so I'll go into security real quick. Security and privacy, ad privacy. These are auto checked to off now. Whenever you download Chrome, they no longer automatically turn on ad tracking in the background. I think they got too much shit for that they backed out of having that automatically on. So I don't have to turn that off anymore for people. That's nice. It's downloading drivers right now. Clear that. It's the bottom. Okay, let's download the Razer. I don't know, I think it's Synapse, right? This is the water cooler in here. No, hey, appreciate the follow. Let's see. This is Razer Chroma RGB. The software we use, Synapse? It's usually Synapse. Yeah, Razer Synapse. Okay, so we can download that. Oh, I didn't hydrate, my bad. Just reminded me. Also, if you guys are wondering why my setup is so much brighter, that's because it is. There's a big ass light here now. It's like, I call it the sun. It's very bright. Synapse. Oh, 1 second. I gotta put a little band-aid or something on here real quick. I'll just wipe it off. I just had a little cut on my hand, but it's not actively bleeding, so. Alright, Razer Synapse software, let's install that. Windows.
Cat Dad A just redeemed hydrate.
Thank you, Cat Dad. You know, this bottle's so down and dented in this one little spot here, but it's funny because whenever you hold it right here, it's like a perfect thumb imprint. We're downloading the software right now so we can control the AIO here. It depends on what deals you can find. So, for example, this PC here, I went ahead and I got very lightly used DDR5 from it's known good, reliable RAM, barely used at all. Got that. It's a 48 gig kit. I got this water cooler 90% off or 80% off. GPU was at MSRP. That's about as good as you can get nowadays with GPUs. I got open box motherboard. Case was also on sale plus a coupon. If you can snag a bunch of deals and combine them, or find like open box stuff from Newegg, eBay, Micro Center if you've got one. I don't have one here, unfortunately. Yeah, if you can snag open box deals, you can really get a lot of value into a PC. Alright, we are almost to the point of scooting this computer over and putting it on stress test. We're not there yet. We got a little bit more RGB software and a couple more updates. Let's get graphics drivers on here too.
Snow, I clipped you from Just Redeemed Fish.
Alright. I'm gonna preemptively scoot this over a little bit. The screen flickers, that's because my HDMI is a little weak. And I never replaced the cable. But they're all zip tied to each other, and that's too much. I'm too late. I don't want a Tor, I just want Chroma app. I think. Dashboard. You just static green. Hey, what'd you get? Candy corn fish, nice. Why is that not changing? Hello? Change the colors. No device applied. It's fully pressed in. Shows it right here. Oh, okay. We're gonna skip the tutorial and we're just gonna do. Hello? Sorry, I've never used this Razer software before. For Google Play, probably put it on. Hello, how you doing? I'll be honest, I cannot say names, so I'm gonna call you K6. How you doing, K6? Yeah, I know, Roman. I took a break for a bit. Just been really busy lately. Yeah, I've been busy for a while. How you been, Roman? Joe. You ever use the Razer stuff? I never used the Razer software. It's not changing colors for some reason. Maybe I gotta click save. That might help. No, it didn't do anything. Oh, do I have to select? Select all? No, I didn't do anything. Everything. Start at random times. Okay, I am a tad bit lost on this software. What PCIS? Oh, what PC is the name? I'm a little confused by your message. Oh, you know what? Maybe this is affecting it. Yep. Homepage. Yeah, I think I gotta restart the computer real quick after I did all the software, because it's a little confused, and it's making me confused. Desk Meet X300. I don't even know what that is. Let me look this up. Oh, I did see this. I was looking at this. I didn't know that was the name for it. No, I've never used it, but I have looked into this. It's that weird ITX form factor, like DIY desktop PC, like a DIY Dell computer, basically. I haven't used it. Oh, I bet. ITX usually is. I'll be honest though, I try really hard whenever I do anything ITX to not have to have it run hot. Like that one ITX build was a 5080 and a 9800X 3D, and neither are getting over the high 60s, 70s because I had it on a 280 mil water cooler in that tiny case. That was an extremely tight case. I think it was smaller than that case, which is crazy. 90 on AM4 is not good. 90 on AM5 is doable. If it's ITX and it's 90 with like a Ryzen 7000 series, that's acceptable and understandable. It's just gonna run hot. Probably expecting a gaming laptop to run hot. Where's the NVIDIA app? I'm supposed to restart and it just closed instead of restarting. I'm like sitting here waiting for it to come back open. I have to manually open it. It does it all the time. Okay, let's do the drivers and then restart it. Let's just set this aside. I want to get working on this other computer here. I don't have infinite time today. I mean, most days I really just don't have that much time, but you know what I mean. Let's see. Let's get disassembling this computer over here. I think I shoved my screwdriver all the way in this corner. I did. I mean, have you done? I'm sure you've done it all, but have you done the basics? You know, check the paste is good. Check the mounting is good. Check the pump RPM is good, etc., etc. Hello, RMA fan. How are you doing? Oh, dude, that's so annoying. So the clip release for this GPU is right against the heatsink for the NVMe, so you can't press it. But that's what I got tools for. Plastic spudger. There we go. But dude, look at that.
Sally 18 just redeemed hydrate.
Is right up against it. Well, now I know for future reference. Appreciate you letting me know that. I will not be getting that. What CPU and cooler do you got on it? The cooler's fault, right? Let's get this installing. What? Okay, so this customer has me gutting this computer and putting new parts in it. But bought another RM850X. That's already what's in here. I'm confused now. Is it because this one PCIe or not? Yeah, PCIe 5.0 already? It's got the connector in it. Okay. A 5600 non-X is getting that hot? Damn. How? That's weird. Well, I mean, I guess we did. Pay me to swap it out. I'm gonna swap it out, but this is the same exact power supply. I'll double check that. Maybe this is the older model because it does have the slightly different color. The sticker. You can tell the age of the power supply by Corsair by their stickers. This is probably 2021 model. Yeah, these gray colored ones with the 3 lines is 2020, 2021. Yeah, that's usually the newer honeycomb design is like 2023, 2024 maybe-ish. And then this new Y shape is like the 2025 stuff. This I'll just show you on the actual power supply. The new Ys. They got them on the cases too. This new pattern. Oh, camera's over here. Yeah, that shape. That's their new pattern. It's got that little dial on it too. Oh, Riley, you're such an attention hog. Babe, can you like play with him or love on him or something? He's whining for attention, and I cannot give it to him at this very moment. Alright, so we've got... Do not need regular PCIe, another regular PCIe. Wow, a lot of PCIe regulars. CPU we will need. 24, obviously. Oh, that finished installing. I am going to go back. Yep, that's installed. I am just going to let it stress test. I will deal with the RGB later. I'm gonna let the stress test go and start that now. That's more important. I want to know if it's working properly before I deal with RGB. I'm less worried about that. More worried about temps and stress testing. My suggestion would be to look up whatever CPU cooler you have on your computer. Watch the video on how to take it, put it on, like an installation guide, so that you can feel comfortable taking it off. Once it's off, you just get paper towel, 91% or higher isopropyl. My light is too bright, it's blowing everything out. 91% or higher isopropyl, paper towel, just wipe it off, clean it off, and you're good. That's all. Just replace it. Nothing too scary. Just, you don't have to take the CPU out or anything like that. You just take the cooler off. If you're careful and you're only wiping the CPU, it doesn't matter if you use a regular paper towel. If you're scared of hurting something, get the blue shop towels. Those are lint-free. But if you fold it over and you don't have any frayed edges, like the round edges here, and you're just wiping the surface, nothing's going to come off onto it. It'll be fine. Coffee filters will work fine. They're not as absorbent, but they also won't leave lint. yeah, if you want to be extra precautious, you're welcome to do that as well. Alright, let's see how temps are and how the stress test goes. Should tell me within the first 15-30 seconds if it's going to be fine, the rest of it basically. Now, 7800X3Ds, they run hotter than 9800X3Ds. This is 7000 series, which is just a bit hotter. So I'm expecting... And this isn't the best water cooler on the planet. It's just a decent one. A good one. So I'm not expecting the Arctic coolers level of cooling. Those are really expensive ones. Well, not that they're not that expensive. Basically, they're really good. They're pricey as well, and they don't fit in budget for this build. We're good. Yeah, it's close to 80, and these can comfortably hit 95. So it's probably going to hang out in the 70s to 90s. Not 90s, sorry, 70s to 80s. Let's drop back down. That was its initial spike. Yep, it'll be fine. We're going to leave that be. Let's scoot it over some more. And then we're going to take the keyboard and mouse away. It's wireless. Just turn them off. And we're going to get working. We'll let that stress test. I'm going to put the side panel on it so that we can get accurate temperatures. There we go. I was like, it wasn't seating properly. Now it is. Yes, it is. Oh, there you go. Water button, screwdriver, extension shaft. Where's it at? Precision bit set. Decked out. Got all the LTT gear. Actually be using this in a minute because I got to take the NVMe out. Okay, let's get all the cables together from power supply. Stop getting distracted here for a second. This gets set aside. We'll put it in the GPU box. Once we get the other one out. Supply, GPU, CPU, 24. I think we'll need SATA probably for some RGB. Oh, and some hard drives in the back. Need one SATA, maybe two SATA. I'm gonna grab two SATA for now. Put the rest away. I love you too. Please go play with your brother and stop whining at me. Go play. Go play outside. Sorry. Puppy's being super needy. Go on. Side panel's off. Now, these are both Type 4 compatible cabled power supplies. So all these cables can stay. Now normally you would, you're really cautious and swap your cable, which I'm going to do that. But I'm just letting you guys know that the RM850X to the new one, all the cables are compatible. Technically all I have to do is add this cable to it, but it doesn't have the direct end-to-end connector for the 12-volt high power cable. You'd have to use an adapter, and it's better to use one wire than an adapter, so we're gonna do that. I could technically leave the rest of it, like the 24-pin and all that stuff, but I'm going to swap it out. All the cables, even though it's technically not necessary. These cables are even super clean and good condition, so just for reference. Gonna leave all the drives in place because they're staying in here. I'm going to use this bag that the power supply came in for all of the other power supply cables to separate them. Again, not necessary, but going to anyways. Just to, you know, practice good power supply etiquette. You're meant to swap out all the cables if they weren't the same power supply. Just a newer model. And also, not all brands do that. A lot of brands, every single model has different pinouts, so you have to be careful. Corsair has a whole online chart though. I'm pretty familiar with their pinouts for what power supplies go to what. I rarely have to double check, but I usually do anyway to be safe. Alright, so we're going to need 1, 2, 3, so one SATA cable here and then one SATA cable over here. So I was right, we'll need 2 SATA cables. These hard drives are kind of flopping around, they're not screwed down. I will see if I can add some screws to those. Hard drives really don't like bouncing around. They do not prefer that. They will drop dead. Let me check something real quick. There we go. Yeah, so let's find a solution for these drives. Alright, so these clip into each other, correct? Yep, that's what it looks like. Okay, yes, they do. And they do have a, it looks like a locking screw, possibly. Let's put these as far left as possible, just so that, I mean, we want to let some airflow through over here, so maybe we'll go a little over. I just want to leave room for cable management, is all. Well, I was thinking we go kind of far over. That's actually seated in there really well. I do not know why they were flopping around loose. We have a Type-C connector here. I'm fairly certain the new board will have a Type-C connector. Unlike this one, I'm assuming didn't because it's not currently plugged in. Almost all the AM5 boards, to my knowledge, have Type-C connectors on them. Missing one SATA cable. Where is it? One for this drive. Did this drive never have a SATA cable plugged in? That'd be weird for him to have a drive in here that's just not plugged in to anything. Yeah, there's only 3 SATA cables, but there's 4 drives. I'll just add one for him. I have a bin full of these cables, so I'm not going to charge him, but he definitely needs another cable. I'm also going to swap the position of these cables around, because the right angle makes more sense for the bottom, unless it can't fit, we'll see. Well, it's not going to matter, because the new board's going to be in a different location, so we'll see where the cables are going to go once the new board's in. That really sucks with the RAM, dude. Well, you know what? I could just leave this RAM on this board because it's going to come out with it. because switching to all DDR5, right? It's an AM5 platform swap. I'm double checking here. Yeah, B850. So this is gonna have DDR5. So it's all gonna come out together. Yeah, honestly, Roman, my suggestion: hop on eBay, see what brand new kits you can find. The cheapest I found was I saw a 32 gig kit on there. It was like 260 or 250. It was brand new, still sealed. Someone was just selling it on eBay. So I think it was like a G-Scale 32 gig kit, something like that. I would definitely try for there. Hey, appreciate the follow. How you doing, King? Alright, while this is still in here, I'm going to use the precision bit to remove the boot drive. Oh, I'm doing alright. What you up to? Doing Helios. This drive is going to move over to the new build. We're gonna put this screw right back where it was. Oh, I have some less my screwdriver slips there. So they can install a new NVMe on there in the future. Once this is out, I'm gonna look under that heatsink and see if there's another drive in there. I don't think there is, but gotta double check. Oh, the 64 gig kit. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I know it's been a while since I streamed, but you guys think this super bright light is helping y'all see better on the stream? It's definitely helping me see better. Got it on listen with Christmas clearance or whatever. Alright. Board is out. There is not another drive under this M.2 heatsink. So we're going to just leave that plugged in. And then we'll put this in the box for the new board. Can't forget the IO shield there. That is because of AI. You can thank AI for making everything more expensive. You can even thank them for raising your electric bill, or causing electric companies to have to build new infrastructure to support the insane amount of power draw these servers and data centers are causing. So, if you're wondering why RAM is expensive, why storage is expensive, why your electric bill is expensive, and why there's AI slop on every platform, it's AI. It's all their fault. So, just in case you were wondering. Okay, it'll pop eventually, just like the GPU shortage. Can't last forever. I'll weather the storm. It'll be painful, but I'll weather the storm. I'll survive. We all will. It'll suck for a bit, but you know, shit happens. Past like 5-6 years in PC building's been crazy, just roller coasters of emotion, and the market's been crazy with crypto and AI and COVID, and yeah. 300 is not terrible considering the current market, but I say you could still shave another $50 off for the same spec if you hopped on eBay. That's what I did. I quoted this customer at a certain price and a certain spec and told them I will actively try to get lower and higher spec. And you can't see me pointing. I'm doing this. I'm touching this computer, but it's off screen. And I did. Upgraded the RAM, upgraded the water cooler, upgraded the CPU. Board was just different brand, but same thing, but still an 850. Or 650, whatever. So it's 7000 series. And also upgraded the SSD. Oh, nice. Nice, Roman. Yes, they are planned to go even higher. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. So that's fun. Yeah, it's definitely gonna get worse before it gets better. Yeah, I honestly, I get that, Roman. Like, I've been picking up as much, side work as I can, upgrading, repairing, any side work with computers, so I can still keep money flowing. But RAM's been eating away at profit, for new builds at least. For when you know what I'm really surprised about, honestly, I have a lot of PCs on Marketplace that are substantially cheaper than everyone else, and they're still taking a little bit to sell. Like, I have 32 gig, 3070 Ryzen 7 PC under $1,000. And I'm just like, it's getting messages, but it's still sitting a little longer than I thought, because like everyone else is higher than that because they didn't get RAM at the price I got it at. I still have a small stock of it, so I'm still pricing it before RAM shortage prices, and I'm not gouging. I don't know, it'll sell eventually, I know, but I'm just saying, I thought they would fly off the shelves. Yeah, I think it's going to be like a shortage, but it's definitely going to be, it's certainly going to be harder, and it's also going to be more expensive. Because Envy and NVIDIA have both said, middle of this month, end of this month, into February, across the board, all GPUs are going up in price flat rate. The sales will be MSRP. I gotta keep moving. I need a SATA cable for this drive. I'm gonna grab one from my bin. Dude, I have so many SATA cables. Because I just don't use that many 2.5, 3.5 drives anymore. But they come with everything. So these are the loose SATA cables, and then these are just so many SATA cables. I don't barely use them. I don't charge anyone for these things. Just take them. So many. Hundreds of them. And that's not even all of them. That's all I could fit in that damn bin. Oh, where are you at? I got this MSRP $550. Walmart had an MSI, not Vanguard, that's crazy. And one of the MSI cards was a 5070 for $489, but it's been out of stock since they put it on sale. So, and they didn't restock it. I think they're just stopping selling MSI cards, and they're only selling like the Zotac or Asus stuff. There's a SATA cable just grabbed, so right here. Plug that one in the back. Alright. Oh, that's why the power supply. I gotta take the bracket off. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the U.S. market's certainly different from the global market. It's different everywhere you go. No, not today. I'm not wearing Pokemon shirt today. I got a couple extra ones for Christmas. Little Pikachus. Where did my... There it is. Microfiber. Yep, true. I'm always looking to get more. I think I have 5 shirts now, or 4 shirts. Let's see. I have a Magikarp, Charizard, Gengar, a dark themed Pokemon purple shirt that's multiple Pokemon on it, and then yeah, I can imagine the shipping fee would suck. Also, I mean, it depends what you mean by help you with the PC over time. If you're gonna do it over time, your best bet is to just snag things when you find them on a deal. So have a set goal and then take it piece by piece. If you want a 7800X 3D, set notifications on stuff like eBay, Facebook, Newegg, OfferUp, all that stuff. And whenever one gets posted, you can glance around and see whenever you get a deal on one, basically. So just keep your eye out for deals and just snag one part at a time as you find deals. I'd say, what's it called? Shoot for searching for the cheapest RAM, especially. Oh, I appreciate the follow. How you doing, home on Xbox? Oh, right. He said he's swapping these fans out. I don't even know why I'm dusting them off. What's another nice thing about the LCT Precision Bit set is it's got the little screw holder thing there. Alright, we got the old power supply out. We're going to put it in here like this. We're going to put it in the old power supplies box. Get the new motherboard out, put the old one back in there. Yes, I did answer. Basically, long story short, set a set amount of specs, a goal for yourself, and pick the parts now and start selecting a part to look for, basically. Look for a RAM and just keep trying to find deals on each part and just buy them only when you find the deepest discount you can find. And I don't know about RAM, honestly. You could try to find the cheapest deal you can now, but it depends on how long you're waiting to build a PC. If you think it's going to be until after the RAM issue clears up, we don't really know how long it's going to last. Or maybe it's only going to get worse for a long period of time, and it's really being able on when to pull the trigger with RAM. But yeah, basically just keep an eye out for discounts and snag them whenever you find them on deep discounts. Bid on auctions, lowball people on eBay. Just do whatever you can to try to find a good deal. Alright, his old power supply is back in the new power supply box. Boxed up, set aside. I'm going to do the same thing for the motherboard here in a second. That's just the box, empty. Alright. Alright, old motherboard is in the box, and I'm going to use that box to rest the new motherboard on. Okay, these are not used. These are used, so this is just extra parts. Bits and bobs. Helios. DDR4 has definitely gone up. I don't know about your area, but it has certainly doubled or tripled. But it doesn't feel as bad because double or triple $50 versus double or triple 100. Yeah, it's a big difference. Alright, cardboard. Let's get all this. I'm gonna stack all the cardboard aside because there's gonna be a lot of it. I'm gonna get these fans out of here. I want to put these in before I put the motherboard in, just to get them out of the way. 14600K, I'd say probably like a 5060 Ti. Or a 9060 XT, whatever you can get a good deal on. 16 gig cards though, no 8 gigs. 8s just aren't worth it. They're not worth the savings. Alright, we got a fan hub up here. I'm gonna pull all the fans off of that. One black fan out. Well, kind of. It's shimmied out. Yeah, I know. I'm movement. I'm doing things. Yes, phone or watch, whatever. Let's take this front panel off. It's still connected to the. Oh, it's not connected, but it's around the ports. Get all these basic black fans out. We're gonna get some RGB ones in here. We've got these, what is Arctic? Yeah, these are Arctic ones. Are you doing BlueStacks? Okay. You have to Google it. I don't know with that. It's gonna depend. Probably be fine. Probably fine. I'm not sure. You're gonna have to Google that one. I don't. The only emulation I do is the old Pokemon games. I don't really emulate the Android stuff. I'm not super knowledgeable on that. Third-party pros here. Price them at 100 before the shortage now. Yeah. That's painful. Oh, you know the worst part is about the DDR5 is some of it I think is faulty. I bought it off someone. Marketplace. It was a long time ago. And I was like, oh, and when there wasn't this issue with the pricing and stuff like that, a 16 gig kit of used DDR5 just wasn't that valuable, so I didn't really care to deal with the problem, and I got it so cheap, I was like, oh, it's whatever, you know. I got it at like DDR4 prices, and now I'm like, oh, I wish I tried arming that or something earlier, because I've got a bunch of 3 kits of these Fury kits. They always come in pre-builts. See, this one says says HP on it. These were also pre-built ones. People upgrade their 16 gig kits and their pre-builts to 32 gig kits, and then I bought the 16 gig kits. But like, I was having some weird issues with them, and I'm hoping it was just some temperamental stuff that was unrelated, because I haven't messed with them in a while, but fingers crossed I can get some use out of them. Relax. You guys not be little kids. Please. I really appreciate it. Oh, I didn't know they were that high. In your region, of course, that's not the way it is here. But, honestly, I'd say if you want NVIDIA and the price is that close, don't even bother with the 5060 Ti. Go straight to 5070. It's awkward. I'm gonna have to take this heatsink off because heatsink. But yeah, if the 5060 Ti is that close to a 5070, go 100% 5070. If you don't mind going AMD and you want to save money, 9060 XT is a better deal. It depends on what you need. You need NVIDIA for work or certain programs. Like I use NVIDIA Broadcast for audio background cutout. Like right now, there's a fan going, but it's cutting that sound out, stuff like that. It just depends on what you need. Okay, these fans can come out now. Set these aside. It's going to be determined by a lot of different things. TikTok's being annoying. Give me a moment, y'all. Alright, let's get these new fans in here. Make sure I wipe any dust down the inside too first when installing the fans. Go. Start installing these back. Oh, my screwdriver's way over there. Good, I got it. Almost put this in backwards. These are intakes, not exhaust. I caught that quickly. Okay. Would have sucked to put them all in backwards first and then had to swap them. These archery fans will push a lot of air and not be very loud. They are also very strong, like built, and they will destroy your fingers if you put your fingers in there. Don't ask how I know. More on tip on the side. Put that down. Let's go. Hands are in. Last screw there. Alright. Now you can start putting the faces back together. Let's do a little bit of dusting off. Let's hit this with a little, it's purple. There we go. Slide this over. Working on the board here. Alright, my plastic spudger was here moments ago. There it is. Now we gotta take this heatsink off so we can install it under another heatsink. Okay, so just the backside off. Just gotta release it from the thermal pad it's on. Jesus, that really didn't want to come off. Alright, heatsink is off. Take this off. Peel. We're going to peel just the top one so no dust sticks to these bottom ones here. And we'll peel the underside and we'll stick this to the top slot. This is the toolless mechanism. Slot that in place and use the other toolless mechanism, and there we go. Toolless install there. That could be a lot of things. Let's see here. What's the CPU and motherboard model? Because If it is a newer CPU and an older motherboard model, it could need a BIOS update. I'm assuming this one's rear mounts. That's the only fan in here left, right? Yeah, only fan in here left. That's CPU. Let's just close this so I don't drop anything in it. I'm going to set that aside for the time being. I'm going to put this in his extras here. 12700KF with... Okay, so that's older CPU, newer board. So that board should automatically have that CPU good to go. You said you know the RAM's good. You make sure none of these pins here are damaged when you swapped or when you built it, because if a single pin there is damaged, it won't work. Also, I jerry rig everything knife from LTT. $9800X3D. Very good CPU. Very, very, very good. Just about the best you can buy. Just about. There is ever so slightly better, but this is basically top line. Highest one you can get. Anything about this is single digit thing there. Okay. Can you see what the yellow light is on? Is it on VGA? Because it should be CPU, RAM, VGA, and boot. Also, if it's a fresh build or a new motherboard or anything like that, you might have to just leave it alone for a little bit, like 5-10 minutes, just leave it alone, and it'll boot up on its own if it's memory training.
Spider-Man Plays One just followed.
Hey, appreciate the follow. Hey, no problem. Hey, what's up, killer? Alright. The memory out here. But Holy Grail here. This probably costs just as much as the 5070 Ti that's going in it. Yeah, I haven't been live for a while. I kind of took a break for a bit. Just been busy and life, you know, just life. Alright, RAM is fully slotted in. 64 gigs, DDR5. Yes. Set all these boxes aside. Yes, very expensive. Let me see here. I'm gonna mute the mic for just a moment. I gotta do a quick phone call. Alright, I'm back. Just had to ask the owner of this computer here some quick questions about his computer you want me to do to it. Alright, so I'm putting this drive right here in this slot. Plug it in nicely. That's clipped in. Hi, babe. Alright, I gotta peel the second from the top. So this one here.
Just redeemed hydrate.
Thank you, babe. This one's for a customer. So is that. These two PCs that I'm working on here, this one's stress testing, was already paid for and built for the customer. He'll be picking that up later this evening. This one is being built right now for another customer. They'll both be picking it up later this evening. These are customers' PCs. But this one was $2,000. It was a 7800X 3D, 5070, 48 gigs of DDR5 6000, or 62, 64, something like 6,000 plus megahertz. As you can see. And then the Razer water cooler, Corsair 750 watts, some nice fans and all that. That one's stress testing right now, so I have it like shoved to the side while I build this one so I can multitask. Considering the 7800X 3D runs hotter than 9800X 3D, funny enough, the older one, it being in the mid 80s to low 80s is fine. That's perfectly fine, especially because you're not going to be pegging the CPU to 100%. Anyways, so in game it's probably 60s, 70s at most. Yes, for now you'll be fine. You'll be just fine. It'll hold you back a little bit, but it will not be enough that you will be worth freaking out and buying really expensive DDR5. I'd say keep an eye out on like some eBay auctions, or if somebody posts something for super cheap on Marketplace or OfferUp or something like that. But don't go freak out and buy RAM just like at a crazy high price just because. We need top slot, second slot. I'm gonna move this PCIe bracket, this top one here, down one, or down three. Yeah, no problem. I am jumping around a lot doing multiple things. But this happens when I'm streaming. Alright, let's move this one down to here. Alright, because this PCIe size up one from the other one. I'm just jumping around. Let's go ahead and put this bracket on here like this. Huh? No, I'm an idiot. I was like, what? Where is it? So distracted. I like these really small head screws, so I'm going to swap them out. Alright, we got 4 different power supply screws here. Got the larger head ones. Hey, bud, how you doing? 3 gram worth of RAM, yeah. GPU, I'm just running the cables right now on this power supply preemptively. I hate twist ties, I don't use them. Zip ties for life. So they get snipped and thrown away. To SATA. Gen 5. Whatever. Lastly, the 24 pin. Alright. These all have to get down through here. It's one of these cases. The power supply slots in like this. Super satisfying. Alright. There's that. Set it back down flat. We got storage, CPU, and the RAM in. Let's get the cooler brackets on here. Alright. Got a beefy air cooler for this build. So I'm assuming we're not going to use these stock. Yeah, we're not going to use these stock ones. Let's get these off of here. I'm going to use his Ziploc bag he had for his fans, with all his accessories in here, so we can get them out of the way. There's that. Don't foresee us needing this, but I'm going to set it aside in case we do. Gotta install this on the rear. Let's throw away all these twist ties. Alright. That screw goes in there. Get that adapter aside, throw all this stuff away. Hey, appreciate the follow. Alright, these are the 2 fans that will be going on that cooler. Let's get the mounting stuff out. Red's going to be AMD. Need scissors for that. Don't need the Intel mounting. Set that placed aside. We're gonna need both of these. Alright. No, just the one. Just the one set. Into mounting, no. Fan splitter. Not for these, but for something else, yeah. Intel brackets, no. Fan clips, yes. deal with those after it's mounted. Oh! Screw slipped out of the crack. Slightly opened. On here. They just purchased from retail. I usually buy on discount. Like I usually buy when things are on sale. I just strategically buy. For some things, I get them on like AliExpress for like cables and stuff. I can get those dirt cheap, like RGB adapters and some cheap cable extensions, stuff like that. I can get wholesale for cheap in bulk on AliExpress and stuff like that. Water coolers, cases, etc. I just get them when they're on sale. They just sit in my inventory until I need them. Never forget the peel. He said there's thermal paste in here, so I'm assuming he bought a third-party one that's not the Thermalright one. Yeah, there it is. Yep, okay. It was some MX4, that's good. Yeah, I've noticed that. Like the wholesale pricing isn't like that much better, and honestly, if you get some really good sale prices, you can get better prices than wholesale. Like this water cooler, this $130 water cooler I got for $40. 360 ml Razer water cooler. Yeah, for $40, yeah. Alright, now the debate with the thermal paste. The shape, size, whatever you want to do. Doesn't matter. Just put a bunch on there. End of the debate. That's the answer. That's the proper answer there. Because there's no such thing as too much thermal paste. Get you a spudger, spreader, and spread your thermal paste out. As long as you've got a thin layer across the whole thing, or even a thick layer, who cares? Ta-da! And then you wipe the excess off on the middle. And clean off the spreader, and yeah. No, I didn't see that. Well, I mean, yeah. Ideally, you'd want a perfectly thermal weld. You'd want to weld the two pieces of metal together for perfect contact. And even better than IHS is to delid it and go direct dye. But those are extreme things to do. Yeah, the thermal paste just fills the microscopic gap. Whatever. The tiny little gaps, basically, because these two metal surfaces are not perfectly flat. And that's the whole point of TIM, or TIM, or Thermal Interface Material. I find hilarious because that's my name. Also, you want even contact, so rock it back and forth. The top doesn't want to make contact, so I'm going to flip it around so I can get a better view on it. I don't want to cross-thread it. Alright, I got it started on both sides. We'll flip it back. And then we'll just go back and forth a couple turns. use the same mounting type of system as Noctua, except they're a quarter the price. Or a third, depending on which models you get. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and pre-install this rear fan because it's going to be hard to get in once the tower is in there. So we're going to install this one. Hello, Evident Play. I hope I pronounced that right. How you doing? I'm going to install this rear fan with the screws a little bit loose so that I can adjust it as needed because I want to line it up and down, aligned with the cooler for optimal airflow. Also, this song has similar beat to Fetty Wap's 1738, and he just got out of jail and everyone's making memes about it, and it's hilarious. This one or that one? That one has a 5070, this one has a 5070 Ti. This one has a 7800 X3D, this one has a 9800 X3D. These two builds are extremely identical, spec-wise. It's just like slightly beefed up. It's literally 7800 X3D, 48 gigs of RAM, 5070. 9800 X3D, 64 gigs of RAM, 5070 Ti. It's like one tier above. Alright, this is good to go in now. Put that in gently. Line it up. Should pop in place because of the little standoff with the groove on it in the middle of the motherboard. Now I've got to line it up. There we go. Now it's fully seated in place. I'm also going to plug in this CPU header up here before this second rear fan blocks. Oh, the 5090, that's just my box wall. That's just a backdrop. It's a whole wall of boxes. That is all of the motherboard screws. The phone call, ignore that. It's weird. I just got these new headphones, and I didn't realize they're simultaneously connected to my computer and phone at the same time. So I'm listening to music on my computer and my whole computer, but I also can take phone calls from it. Didn't realize they have a lot of features my old headphones didn't have. You know, like the ANC, you know, and the transparency mode, all that stuff. I'm not used to all the features it's just doing on its own. Alright. As far as lining it up, it looks like just about there. So I'm just going to tighten those screws now before I forget and have the fan all floppy. So we've got... We'll just tighten it there. Plug in the CPU plug, or CPU cable. Alright, there we go. There's CPU. Let's get that up here. Oh, there's one more motherboard screw up here that I need. That's in there. CPU cooler fans on. This one, 7800X3D. This one, 9800X3D. This one, 48 gigs of RAM. This one, 64 gigs of RAM. This one, 5070. This one, 5070 Ti. It's just a tier up. Very weird how that happens. These are two completely unrelated customers to each other. They both just happen to get very similarly spec'd PCs at the same time. And mind you, I picked out those specs. This customer picked out his own specs and brought them in. So, I had no idea that these two were going to be so similar. Also, that stress test ended. CPU didn't hit over 90. It's a 7800X3D, so nice for it to not hit 90. And that's a full torture test. The entire PC. So unrealistic, but good to know. Worst case scenario, everything's 100%. It will not hit over 90. That's why they're quiet. I was looking at my dogs. No, honestly, those fans are just 20-degree drop is really nice though. Oh, you got MX7. Yeah, that's right. I forgot 7's a newer one. I just used that recently. Yeah, it's good paste. Oh, nice. Alright. $8 grand? You got a big old tube. Well, not that big of a tube because I usually buy 30 gram tubes and stuff. Yeah, these are huge, dude. For what purpose? Look at that, dude. 4 grand versus 30 gram. What would you need to deshroud the GPU for? Like better temps, you mean? Like take the plastic shroud off of here and leave the fans? Oh, I mean, honestly, I don't really think you'd have any temp issues. I mean, what card is it that you've got paired with it for the NX 3D? Where is that fan splitter? There it is. Is it the skinny 3-fan one? Those run a little warm. I had one in my PC a long time ago.
Sally 18 just redeemed fish.
Yep, yeah, I know the one you're talking about. Yeah, now I see why you would want to do something about it. Because I'm like, most cards, unless they're a blower stock, are just fine with their stock coolers, as long as all you do is just replace the thermal paste. But honestly, that one was a little annoying. I think it's because it was probably honestly the fans themselves that were annoying. Let me get some zip ties. I'm buying about 1,000. Okay. Yeah, I've done that mod before, but I can't really do that on PCs I set. And unfortunately have to buy the overpriced stock fan replacements. Just because, you know, the GPU's got to look presentable. I have used fans from other GPUs that don't fit it before, and I made my own connector and made them move over properly. You know, different brands and stuff. But yeah. Yeah, I know the feeling. I've had a 5800X 3D for 2 or 3 years at least, maybe longer. I don't really need to upgrade. 64 gigs DDR4 and a 5070. I've just upgraded the GPU, but only because I got good deals. I'd say the only thing you should upgrade now is the GPU. That X3D is very good. Okay, we've got the the tower core. It is installed, the fans are installed, and as you can see, I have cable managed the cables above it. They're all zip tied nicely in there. That looks good. Let's get plugging in the rest of this stuff before we get the GPU in here because we're going to block the bottom. I'm going to put the all these plugs at the bottom first. 32 is plenty. I only have 64 because I got a good deal on that. Oh. Look at this rat's nest. What time is it? 3:18. I think I'm doing pretty good on time. I'm talking a lot and distracted a lot, but I'm doing pretty good on time. I've got time. I need everything done by 5 though, so I'm gonna speed up just a little bit. Also, that one finished stress testing, so I do need to finish the RGB and stuff like that, so I can get that one fully ready to go. Oh yeah, the older Kraken coolers. Man, those things were always so expensive. I'm so glad that Thermalright came around and just, made a joke out of every other company. Honestly, they're like, you guys shouldn't be selling this shit that's so expensive. It's just ridiculous. Dave, if you're still in the stream, do you mind grabbing me a water? I'm getting low on my water and trying to keep working. If not, I'll grab it in a little bit here. The other thing I want to do. Oh, thanks for the hydrate.
A4MC just redeemed hydrate.
I need a refill soon. It's funny. The Type-C plug wasn't plugged into the old motherboard that was in here before, because there wasn't one on it. And now this one has. Oh, I thought it had two. My bad. It has an internal HDMI, which is nice for when you have screens inside your case. You don't want to run a cable out the case and into the back. Internal HDMI. And it's right angle too. Alright. I usually just use the right angle adapters. I have a bin full of random adapters. Like hundreds of dollars in tiny adapters. Oh, this motherboard also has. What screw just dropped? I think it was the thumb screw for the GPU. Unrelated hardware. Okay, doesn't matter. Toss that aside. This one also has the right angle. Yes, if you type, I think, exclamation point socials or exclamation point Discord, it should pop up. Oh man, this music put me to sleep. I'm about to skip it. I think I rubbed the computer against my mic a little too much there. How many hours have I been streaming so far? Only 2. I might swap out mics soon. I have 2, just so it doesn't die on me. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do it now, just to be safe. Give me 1 second. Okay. You hear me? Yep. Mic's working? Mic's working, yep. Alright, we're good. Let me plug in the other one real quick. Okay. I have 2 of these lavalier mics hooked up to my one receiver, and I can swap them out. Keep one charged at all times. It's really nice. What's funny is I was only ever going to buy one, but I found a kit of 2 for the same exact cost. And was like, well, of course I'm going to buy that. Because who wouldn't want 2 for the price of 1? You know, I'm not going to use that one. And then it turns out I am going to use the other one because they only last a couple hours. I mean, look how small they are. You know? Wireless lavalier mic. I used to have a long wire Sony one. Just aux cable. I prefer this one. Hello. How you doing? I'm gonna get plugged. I'm just plugging in things. Just plugging things in. Alright, we're gonna plug these into the fan hub here. Get everything hooked up. Why has the music stopped? Oh, it just took a second to play the next song. Okay. You waited till I said something to start resuming. Come on. Plug in. There we go. Oops, there are 4 pin and 3 pins. Come on, plug in. I'll move that over. You guys probably can't see what I'm doing. I'll move the thing over here. I am cable managing this one. Running the cables where they need to go right now. All this RGB here. Run all these SATA cables real quick to the front. Also the front header connectors. Oh, there it is. Alright, all 4 SATA plugs are right next to each other. There's like 4 SATA plugs on each board. That's it. Oh, I can actually find all of them. So we need to swap these SATA cables out for flat ones. Every right angle needs to be a flat one for this, because they all have to be plugged in right next to each other. Alright, that one's flat, flat, that's a right angle. Alright, I'm gonna take these 3, put them in the bin, we're gonna grab flat cables. Actually, there's a motherboard came with some. How many? I'm not entirely sure. There they are. One flat, one right angle. So we're still gonna need more. I'm gonna shove those in there. Keep that flat one. Put this right angle up. Got me some more flats. One more flat cable. That's 3? Yeah, 3. I need one more. Alright, there we go. that is all 4 flat cables. Let me go check on my food real quick. It's cooking. Alright. I'm back. Just had some chicken in the slow cooker. What is this? This is the control for all of those fans. So let's put that on the board somewhere. Where's the most ideal spot? This cable's not incredibly long. You would think it would be longer considering how big this case is. You'd think you'd want to be able to plug it in. It's like half an inch too short to plug in where I needed to. So it looks like we might end up having to put this at the top somewhere. And it's looking like all the fans are gonna be hooked up to CPU fan optional. Yeah. We're all gonna ramp up with the CPU, I guess. Because this case came with a cable that's too short for it. It's funny. Okay. It's not big old Big Bertha. Really tight spot to plug a cable in. If I'd known I was plugging anything in right here beforehand, I would have pre-plugged it. There we go. I'm gonna snip those cables and cable manage them next, together. Yeah, we're not going to use that. Got 4 SATAs. We're going to feed them through to the front and not accidentally take them off their mounts. go. That's all looking good.
Hey, it's Sally18 just redeemed fish.
Oh, and a hydrate. Yeah, it's a bit of a black case with black wires. Kind of hard to see in there regardless. Alright. Let's flip this around. Oh, that hydrate. My bad. That hydrate. Thank you. What's the longest way? That one. Alright. Plug this one to this one. Alright. Plug this right into the motherboard right here. Just inside the hole right here. Yeah, I'm not a fan of these Velcros. Hey, appreciate the follow. Just doing some cable management right now. This cable through the front for the GPU. There's a little pocket for it. You'll see it later when I plug in the GPU. What's this? Reset switch. There's no RGB hub in here, right? Yeah, so that's just going to get plugged in with the rest of the front header connectors, wherever they may be at this very moment. I think they're right here. Yep. Is there really not a hub in here? I thought there was. For RGB or just fans? Just fan. That's power. What's this? Oh, that's just a fan. Front header. Okay, yeah. There's no RGB over there. Alright. Just gonna plug in the front header connectors. They are going where they always go. Power LED. Third and fourth from the top left. Sorry, the LED is top left 1 and 2. The little plugs will stay in place. They're doing the thing to me. Every time I plug in one, the other pulls out. These plugs are very loose. reset goes directly underneath the power switch. There we go. Stuff those on back through there. Hook up some RGB at the bottom here. I might hook up these. Yeah, I'm gonna hook up these at the bottom and these at the top. Alright, so we've got the two fans on the tower cooler, and the rear fan have kind of short RGB connectors on them. You can't reach down to the bottom, so we're going to plug these ones in the top RGB plug. There's multiple. There's one at the top, I think 2 or 3 at the bottom. So that's going to plug in up here. And we're going to switch this daisy chain to go the opposite direction. From top down, so these will reach the bottom. That way we can hook up these cables down here. Alright, they're all daisy chain the opposite direction. Now they should, at least, maybe almost reach. That's because I did it a little wrong. Alright, top fan is into middle fan is into bottom fan should have enough length now to run over here to the left hand side of the motherboard and hook up. No, that last fan's preventing it. That's fine. That is fine. We're gonna use that adapter. Where's that adapter at? Little RGB extension. It's a very small extension, but that's all I really need, just this little bit. And it was already in the computer, so I'm gonna use it. I don't think it was hooked up to like anything, but it was in here. I just need a little extra length to reach this cable over here. It's hooked up. Now this can reach. There we go. SATA cables into the hard drive. Are we doing on time? Okay, we're not doing too bad. Alright, what I'm doing right now, sorry, no free PCs, but that's a funny question. Hopefully, I would love to one day though. I would love to one day give away free PCs. I don't not want to, but I am much too small of a creator in business to afford to give away free PCs. But I would love to one day. Sponsorships would be fun, you know? A couple brands sponsors parts, MSI, maybe give a couple GPUs, motherboards, of course I get power supply, case, and RAM, you know? Get a couple involved in it. Be cool. Usually only have smaller companies reach out to me though. No major brands yet. Maybe one day. Not maybe, for certain one day. You know, it'll happen. Corsair? Nvidia? AMD? Anybody? Slide my DMs. I'm down to give out some free shit. It's gonna come out of their pockets. I'll do the work for free though. I build the PCs, you know? Run the giveaway, do all the fun stuff. I can supply the parts. I'm gonna take these Velcros out because honestly they're just annoying me. They're not actually helping. They're just annoying me. Okay, so take it out of here. You want these back in here, he can have them. But for the sake of me cable managing this, they're more of a pain.
Dre4M Seeker just redeemed Hydrate.
Hey. Yeah, I get that. Check Discord. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check it here in a bit. Probably honestly after stream though, just because I'm on deadlines for these and these need to get posted. You know, given to the customers that own them. Oh, Hydrate. My bad. It's just about empty. I'm gonna go get a refill, guys. Alright, I'm gonna throw these screws in there as well as the Velcros. They're out of my way now. I'm gonna get some more water. Give me 1 second, you guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. Water bottles refilled. Yeah, I'll definitely check that the setup out here in a bit right after stream. I just have a little over an hour And this is fully built. Just plug in that. Boom. That's officially the last cable that needs plugging. It says power cable. I just want to double check everything. RGB is hooked up there, here. Before I zip tie too much, make sure everything's working. SATA cables are all hooked up. Power and data. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's a mess right now, but I need to make sure it works. So we're gonna shut this one down real quick. Also, y'all, I got this new screw thing. Love this. Every screw that I could need in a computer, all along my desk. It's great. Okay, shut this one down real quick. This one passed stress test, just needs the RGB software done. It's already on there. Honestly, worst case scenario, the customer can just adjust it themselves. But it's all set up and ready to go. Drivers are all done and stuff like that on it. So yeah, like I said, worst case scenario, he can just do his own RGB. I want to test this real quick. Alright. Oh, it might help if I plug the GPU in. What the hell am I doing? Sorry, y'all. I'm just scrambling a little bit here. I ran the wire for the GPU, I just didn't put it in. That's 2 seconds, though.
Dre 4M Seeker just redeemed Hydrate.
Look at that. Hey, Dreamseeker. Doing the GPU peel. Alright. Plop this in there, plug it in, throw some screws on it, and oh, my bad. The little PCIe covers on there still. Alright, that's in there. Two thumb screws. Put those on there. There's one. And there's the other. Set this up. Alright, there we go, y'all. GPU's in. The old one in the same packaging, roughly the same size. It almost fits directly in the slot for the old GPU in the phone. Very close. Alright. Squeeze it in there. That up. Okay. Just zoom that on the end. Okay. We are hooked up. Power supply switch set to on. Keyboard and mouse wireless set to on. Put this back. Oh, just hang there. That away. Away. Get it more in the shot here. Just one of those boards that the RGB doesn't light up right away. Yep, see there, now it flicks on. Yes, the front fans are on, just you can't see them at this angle. This is DDR5, so it might take a minute to train, or it might boot right up. It's completely random. I'll give it a couple minutes. DDR5 should take a second. Especially the higher the speed and the more the quantity, the longer it takes to memory train. That was a good flash. It's cycling again. As soon as that turns blue, it will be booting. I have learned to not worry and to just wait. Just be patient with DDR5. It takes a minute. Gonna cycle a couple times probably. GPU's plugged in. CPU's plugged in. 24 is plugged in. SATA's all hooked up. Yeah, everything's plugged in, so I have faith that will boot. Instead of staring at this, I'm gonna go check on my slow cooked chicken again. This one, OCCT, I just usually run the hour combined test for everything. The auto for the RAM goes to 80%, but I set it to 95%. I don't do 100% just because I'm worried it might cause Windows to act up. But yeah, 9800X3D, 5070 Ti, 64 gigs DDR5, RGB and whatnot, 850 watt Corsair, bunch of storage, tons of it. He's got 4 hard drives in here, 2 NVMe's, just a bunch of storage. I don't know the total quantity. All right, what light are we sitting on? VGA. I'll be honest, I still think it's memory training. I'll be honest, I do think it's still memory training, even though it's sitting on VGA. I don't know. This customer purchased his own parts and is paying labor to have it built. The other PC that I had on the desk a minute ago, that one, I picked the parts out and built it. I'll be honest, I doubt this is possible to do for $2,500 right now. Just with DDR5 prices, you can't really, I don't think you could do that. $2,500. I am cross-streaming. I'm multi-streaming on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. It's all Tim's Custom Computers on all platforms. Yeah, 64 gigs RAM. Also, he has like a ton of storage, bunch of hard drives, a 980 Pro NVMe. Yeah, he's just well over $3,000 probably. Appreciate the follow.
Just Fab Zero.
Man, it is just sitting on VGA. This is fully clicked in, right? Yeah, we're fully clicked in. And we're fully seated. Let me make sure this is fully seated on the power supply end. Let me shut it down. Yeah, everything's fully seated down there. Yeah, he does more than just gaming. It seems some sort of crashing. It sounds like some sort of either overheating or GPU fault. That's what that sounds like to me. I'd say run a monitoring software, like the MSI Afterburner, and watch your temps and usages. Make sure nothing's crazy.
Hey, it's Sally18 just redeemed fish.
I'm gonna move this camera out of the way because it's kind of in my way. Also, why did the RGB turn off on this front fans? It's weird. What do we got? I still got VGA light. That's weird. It's fully seated. It's fully plugged in. I'm gonna just shut it down. I'm gonna snug it up in there one more time. Yes, I'm just testing, so it doesn't matter what I plug in. If I was gaming on it, I'd be using DisplayPort, but my test setup DisplayPort cable is a tad bit wiggly, and I'd rather it not flicker. My HDMI is loose on my monitor. Could you imagine that's all it is? Okay, I'm gonna shut it down and I'm gonna just reseat the GPU. Probably do nothing, and it'll also probably fix the issue for no reason. Because computers are weird sometimes. Oh yeah, it's got this little button over here to push. Alright. Could you imagine I get DOA GPU? Oh, that'd be fucking... Oh, that'd be terrible. Well, I didn't buy the GPU. I'm just building the computer. But, still, it would suck for the customer. Highly doubt that, though. Yeah, I know. I just... especially 64 gigs. If it doesn't boot this time, I'm gonna just leave it alone for a few minutes. I gotta pee anyways. I know, don't drink and knock on with some wood, you know. I told you, reseat the GPU, do nothing else, and magically that fixes the problem. I'm telling you, computers are weird sometimes, man. They're pretty good at calling this stuff, even when it's random. It was fully seated. There was nothing wrong. It just wanted me to reseat it because PCs for you. They're weird sometimes. No, we don't need that mode on. Why? There we go. I also don't know why the front RGB is off. I'm not sure what's up with that. It kind of just turned itself off. See? I don't know what's up with that. It'll be fine. Yeah, it'll figure itself out. Alright, what are we at temps wise? 32. Cool. Hell yeah, that's really good. Schoolers handling 9800 X3. Yep, the temps are good. RAM's noticed. I'm not going to enable XMP yet. I'm going to let it boot into Windows first because I moved the drive over from an AIM-4 system to an AIM-5 system. I want it to figure itself out first, get into Windows, do drivers, restart, and then enable XMP. Just to be safe. Temps, everything's recognized. We have 2 NVMe's, a GPU, and 4 hard drives. Everything is accounted for. RAM is there. Alright, yep, we'll restart it. Alright. You guys watch the loading screen do its thing. I'm gonna use the restroom real fast. Oh, that's not normal. Why is it not booting the Windows? No bootable devices found. Okay, so my only thought here is I need to move that drive back to the old PC. And, oh wait, no, actually, legacy boot. That's probably what it is. It might have been on legacy. That's probably what it is. That's not UEFI, which I can just set this to legacy, change the drive from MBR to GPT, and then it should boot. It might have been a Windows 10 system. That's probably what it is. Let me see. Where's the advanced mode? What's the button in this? Oh, whatever's button at the top. Boot. We'll enable CSM. We'll do legacy only. And hit, we'll restart. We'll save and exit and then see if it boots. If it does, then we know he had it on legacy. I do still have to pee though. So, hurry along, computer. Called it. Called it. I'm going to let it do its thing for a second. I'm going to pee real quick. When I come back, it's going to do its lovely crap, and then I'm going to switch it to UEFI. I got to go into his Windows, and he gave me the password. I got to change it from MBR to GPT and some other stuff. Yeah, it's going to do all that stuff. Getting devices ready. Yeah. He's done this once, he's done it. Not difficult, it's just involved and takes a little extra work. I'm gonna mute because I'm gonna thirst. Hello? It was muted. All I was saying was, this is someone's personal computer, and I don't know what's on it. I don't know if there's something personal or I've had inappropriate content on people's desktops before. And I'm gonna sign in, double check things, or no person phone there, and then I'm gonna come back because I have to do stuff on it real quick. Okay. There's no just the basic anime backgrounds. This Discord's not open. No personal stuff on here. Is open right now, just on the desktop. I'm doing drivers and going to just set some stuff up, and I'm gonna start cable managing after everything. It's good to go. Let's get graphics drivers on here now. I think I'm probably just gonna end stream here. I'm gonna time crunch the last 45 minutes till the customers come here and scramble, cable manage, clean up, get all their stuff ready for them. They'll both be here around 5:30ish. Check out the computers. I have somewhere to be at 6, so I think we did pretty good timing even with talking to chat and doing things, bouncing around a bit. But yeah, I enjoyed being back, streaming again, talking to you guys. Always appreciate Cat Mom, Cat Dad, Roman. Always good to see you guys. Always appreciate you guys being here. I have another PC that I'm going to be working on in the next coming days. And I do not know which day yet. They have not gotten back to me on which day this week they'll be available to drop it off, but we'll see. So I got another computer to work on. I mean, I've always got some work to do, but I just don't think it's very interesting to do on stream. So, yeah. Alright. Well, appreciate you guys being here. I'm gonna see who to raid out to on Discord. I don't have a ton of time today. Alright, you guys, we're gonna write out to Killer. Appreciate him coming in to say hi on the stream and everything. He's playing some Destiny 2. Alright, you guys have a good rest of your day.